Welcome back to Scotland, and we're going to be farming again today. So, second day yesterday. Hey, Tim, we're doing. I told you I'd try to do one every day for Christmas this week. Trying to get away. We're on Glenleathann in Scotland. Scorpion says the video and audio is all great, so here we go. It's just my face that's bad. Anyway, here we go. Let's get my controller here. We're going to take off where we left off. And where was that? I think I was waiting for harvest. I think. Let's take a look. Put a little speed up here. And, oh, okay. Yeah. We were doing red beets here. So, let's get back at it. Get our tractor and trailer going. Doing good, Tim. So far. I'm a little concerned because I've been having ringing in my ears for the last couple of days, and that's not normal for me. And so I'm thinking my blood pressure's high for some reason. So I've been watching my salt intake and not drinking so much soda. Not staying so long in the hot tub because that raises my blood pressure. We'll see if I can get it under control. So I may or may not have a soda today. Addie, she's doing fine. She's been pretty quiet the last couple of days, last night and today. She's in there playing PlayStation 4 with somebody from school, a friend of hers. They're playing, what's that game everybody plays, all the kids play? Fortnite? Is it Fortnite? So yeah, she's in there playing Fortnite with some friends. They got a lot of time off of school this Christmas. All right, let's do this again. I'm gonna cut out of this map in a little bit. I spent all morning on the farm, not this one, and I'm looking at a new map, and I don't even remember the name of it. But what I'm gonna do when we get some more of the locals in, I'm gonna jump maps and show you what I'm doing. FS22's okay, I guess. No changes that I know of. Tim wants to know how FS22's doing. I don't know. Ask Andy. Andy's in the house. Andy, how's FS22 doing today for you? Hey, Andy. How you doing? So, I'm looking at another map, as I mentioned, and a couple of reasons. One, I'm playing this map for live streaming, but I'm also playing it for time with, on Discord with Scorpion and Andy, and so I'm playing actually for recreation, which is unusual. I haven't played Farm Sim as recreation for quite some time, at least a couple of years. And so I'm playing for recreation, but I'm playing this same map, and it's confusing for me because I'll say, "Oh, I just had beets on that field." No, wait, that was the other map. I've got plenty of money. No, wait, that's the other map. So I'm looking for a map that I can just play for entertainment and not have to worry about what I'm doing on the map that I am live streaming. So I'm looking at another map, and I spent all morning preparing it, and I couldn't finish because 1 o'clock rolled around, and I had to get on to the live stream. So anyway, and as soon as more people get on, I'm going to jump over there and just show it to you, so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. And I want to do some more modding because there are some particular tractors that I want to use that I don't have decent mods for. So I'm going to go pull them out of the game, if I can get Giant Editor to work. I've been told there's a new version of Giant Editor, and I don't have it. We'll see. We'll see. The old red pizza, as they say in Italy. It must have warmed up outside because I'm hot. I'm going to have to open a window. I'm a hot. What else do we have that maybe I could get the other combine running on? Oh, we've got corn. And I was going to chaff it, but Scorpion convinced me just to buy the chaff. And use this corn for dry it and sell it as a cash crop. So that's probably what I'll do. So let's grab, if I can find my way out of here. There. All right, so we'll grab our corn header, wherever it might be. It's on there. All right, good. Am I the only one that can't see the gameplay? Oh, shoot. No, you're not. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. How long has that been going? Almost 10 minutes. I'm glad you said something, Scorpion. Damn. See, that's the problem. The problem is that you don't see what I see. Or I don't see what you see. Because I wasn't looking over at the actual recording, the live stream. It's clear over on another computer. For me to see the live stream, I have to look clear over here. So I didn't see that I had that up. Doggone it all. Did you really miss anything, though? Did you say it 4 times, Scorpion? And we only looking at... Yeah, you did. See, that's why I miss Lynn, or somebody like Lynn. I was telling Scorpion, but back in the day, I used to have a Ventrilo account, and I would have Lynn on the Ventrilo account so that I could hear her. And she would tell me, hey, such and such came in and said hi, and you missed it. Cheers, Tim. I miss having somebody in my ear. But even the chat, as I was explaining to Andy, even the chat, for me to see the chat, I have to look at another monitor. So if I'm looking at the chat, that's when I'm looking like this, over to the side, because that's where the chat's at. And I might be looking over my glasses sometimes. So that's what I have to do to read the chat. So I'm not looking at the game at all. I can't see the game. So if I'm looking at the game, playing the game, I'm looking this way. Producer, I need a bug in my ear. Something besides COVID. Look, Santa Cat. Well, that didn't go very well. 10 full minutes of nothing. But like I said, you didn't really miss anything. Just me doing this. Tim's got a new tractor. I think Tim's buying those tractors at a discount and selling them for a profit. Andy's decorating. Well, poopla. So there's my screw up for the day. I don't have another one in me. If I screw up again, I'll just have to end the stream. I'm only allowed one screw-up a day, and this was it. I already got it. It's over for me now. I'm sunk. I even put a new shirt on. Cheers, Scorp. Scorp doesn't drink beer anymore. He went straight to mead. I need to get some new sounds too. I've got some sounds from Zork, the game Zork, like want some rye, because that'll go with farming. Want some rye? Of course you do. Now they're talking about the drink, rye whiskey, but you don't need to know that. On the farm it'd be want some rye? Of course you do. I've got a bunch of sounds from that game. Want to see the gameplay? Of course you do. Maybe I need to put a sound effect in that every time there's a new chat posted, it dings or something. That might drive me nuts, though. If you think the ringing in my ear drives me nuts, can you imagine a ding every time there's a chat? Now, it wouldn't be so bad on my channel, but what if I had like 1 million people watching, or 1,000 even? Some people do have 1,000 people watching the stream at a time, and God, the chat goes by so fast you couldn't read anything if you wanted to. All right. JJ's drinking mead. How you doing, JJ? Merry Christmas to you. We still don't have the tree decorated. We got lights on, but we didn't put any of the decorations on yet. Christmas is coming up next Monday, a week from yesterday. I told Carol, I said, you should have let me keep the tree up last year like I wanted to. Wanted to leave everything up. Just celebrate Christmas year round. We have to dig everything out. JJ says he's cold. How cold is cold? All right, let's see if I can straighten this thing out and fly right. Okay, if I hire a driver, which way is he going to go? He's going to go that way. All right. This'll work. This'll work. This'll work. This will work. This is going to work. So anyway, let me entertain you. I'm going to go bye-bye for a minute and open that window. It's hotter than hell in here. 31 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's below freezing by 1 degree. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. If you're cold, move to an Iceland and roast marshmallows over the glow of the volcano firing off. Is there a volcano going off? I think we're going to see a lot more of that volcano business. Because a lot of the volcanoes, especially where we live in the Cascade Range, a lot of them are overdue for eruptions. And if stuff goes off in Yellowstone, we're all dead. All right, so there's a problem when I plowed these fields together. At some point, it recognizes where the one field ended and it stops. And then I have to start it over. So the hired worker hasn't figured it out. Yeah, put a clean shirt on, and now I'm going to be all soiled because it's hotter than hell in here. Of course, I put a new shirt on every time I record. It's funny because I've got a closet full of shirts, and every time I record, I'll put a different shirt on. And then I'll record for 45 minutes, and then I'll go change clothes again. So, like if I was doing Baldur's Gate, which I need to do, I got to figure out when I'm going to do that because I'm live streaming every day. But I need to do some recording. I got enough for this week, but I won't have enough for next week, so I'm going to have to record. So when I do that, I need 3 recordings. So I'll start recording, and I'll record for 45 minutes. I'll stop, make sure everything's okie dokie, and then I'll start recording again and do another 45 minutes and stop, make sure it recorded okay. Tim, cheers. And then another one. So I'll do 3 45 videos in a row, and in between each one, I'll change clothes. So that way, when you watch these videos, you don't say, "God, he wears the same shirt every week." No, I don't. And I only wear the shirt for 45 minutes, and it goes in the laundry. So there you go. Yeah, I've got a rack of about 30 shirts there that to pick from because almost all of my working days, I was in some form of management, and if I didn't wear a jacket and tie, I wore a 3-piece suit. When I worked at the bank, the requirement was to have, the 3-piece suit, vest and jacket and shirt and tie and all that good stuff. But when I worked for some of the other places, that just a jacket and a tie would be fine. And when I was at the bank, since I didn't have a built-in office until I got to a certain level, so my desk was like in Yakima. My desk was out in the lobby. Now we did have an area, like a half or 3/4 wall that my desk was behind. So you couldn't just walk up to my desk. You had to go through a swinging door to get into the area where our desks were. They were separated from the lobby, so but only by a wall that went up so high. But when we were out and visible to the customer, I was required to have my jacket on. And oh God, did it get hot sometimes. If I'd had my own office, I could have took my jacket off and just set at my desk with a shirt and tie. Tim's beating himself up again. But consequently, over the years, I've got hundreds of ties. Every time I had a birthday, Christmas, Father's Day, I'd get a new tie. And, I have so many dress shirts. I prefer long sleeve dress shirts, but the majority of my shirts are short sleeved, which is kind of weird. It just happens to be that way, that most of them are short sleeved. But I preferred when I was at the, especially at the bank, At the bank, all of my shirts were long sleeves because I wore a vest, a three-piece suit, slacks, jacket, and a vest, and I wore long sleeve shirts so that I had to wear cufflinks. So I had cufflinks and I had a pocket watch in my vest, and I was quite continental. Pretty dapper. I didn't wear the top hat back then, though. Not for the bank, anyway. What's a happening? Lori's in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Hiya, Lori. Lori's in. It's time for a little magic. So Andy and there we go. There's some Lori magic for you. JJ, thanks. Scorpion and Andy and I stayed up on Discord last night after the live stream for quite a while. As a matter of fact, Andy kept me up past my bedtime. I'm teasing, but it was close. I usually go to bed about 10, and it was about 9 o'clock, I think, or close to 9, when we finally called it quits on Discord. And they reminded me that I miss a lot of chats, and sometimes people get angry that I miss things. I mean, shit happens. What can I say? Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? That's as much as I know of that song. I tried Tree Fall. Try Timber, JJ. I messed up on that one. I called it Tree Fall, and then I thought, well, that sounds stupid. And I changed it to Timber. Try Timber and see if that works. And then I'll write down that I need to change it. I didn't realize that I had left Tree Fall in the instructions. Or even if I did, I'll have to check. There it is. That's the opposite of magic. That's like when you do the oh shit handle in a car. Carol is one of these people that hangs on to that oh shit handle the whole time you're traveling. Damn ears bothering me. Wish I could make this ringing stop. Tim's bought another tractor. Tim's going through his grain buckets like nobody's business. Hey, have we seen Craig lately? Used to fake passenger brake. Yeah, we call that handle up there the old shit handle. And Carol's got a hold of it the whole time we're driving, just about. Especially every time she sees a semi-truck. If she sees a semi-truck either passing us or me passing them, she's hanging on to that thing. Because we got into an accident with a semi-truck once. And semi-truck came out on top. Literally on top of my Miata. Totaled that puppy. Destroyed it completely around us. We were sitting in the cockpit, and the trunk and the front were just mashed all to hell. I got turned around. I had a blowout. Got turned around. I'm heading right for a semi. to go underneath it, and I'm trying to drive out of it, and I hit one of the axles of their trailer, and it spun the car around, and then the next trailer ran over the back of the car. So I smashed the front of the car when I rammed it. When it spun around, then now I'm like, if this is the trailer, my car's perpendicular to it because it's spinning. I hit the axle, started to spin, and the rear end now is under the trailer, and the trailer comes across the rear end of the car, smashes that down. So we're sitting in the middle with the front and the rear smashed around us with the top down. I was driving with the top down in a convertible. And then we ended up stopped on the road. And both of us got up and walked out of it without any injuries. I had a little bit of where my knee banged on something. And we both had rashes from the airbags hitting us. But other than that, we were uninjured. What a miracle. Pretty scary. The newer version of the Miata that I have now has the brakes. What do they call that? What the brakes that won't lock up? Anti-lock brakes. Is that what they call that? Yeah. Where is Craig? I haven't seen him for a while. So the old Miata did not have anti-lock brakes, and so when I slammed on the brakes, of course, it just locked them up, and all I did was spin. ABS, yeah, Andy, automatic brake system or something like that. So with that system, you can slam on the brakes as much as you want, and it doesn't lock them. What it does is it says, yeah, you want brakes, but you're not going to get them all at once. We're going to give it to you slowly. And it measures the brake out so that they don't lock. Because once they lock, all you're going to do is slide. You have no control. So the newer cars have those ABS brakes, and that's what they do. You slam the brake on, and it measures out the amount of brake you get, so you can still steer and stuff. And it's a lot safer. So the new one has that system in it, so that makes a difference. You shouldn't do that anyway, but Craig's lurking so hard he isn't here. That reminds me of that guy that's in the Guardians of the Galaxy that thinks that the big guy that's always trying to kill everybody, that Batista plays the part where he says he can stand still and go invisible. You can't see me now. You can't see me. Whatever. Yeah, I put tree fall. I see it now in Streamlabs. I put tree fall instead of timber. I need to change that. Random Vikings in the house. Face Fusa White Eyes. Santa Cat. Are those real cats or are those stuffed cats? Are those cats that died and they taxidermied them? Kind of what they look like to me, but what do I know? I'm not a cat lover. I'm going to get in trouble talking about cats, I know. Where's Tina? I put that one in for Tina. I haven't seen her for a while. Because she's a cat woman. Good Lord, look at all the grain buckets that Lori has. Merry Christmas from the Twinkies. Where's my beat guy? Oh, here. Why do you go clear down at the end? Oh, wait a minute. That's just not drawing it. Never mind. I see. He's about full, though. Oh, I guess I'm not going to get him from this side. Yeah, Craig's not here because all the talking that we've done, he just showed up. He just said something. I hope he's okay. Maybe he's just working. Craig, if you're working and not able to watch it live and you watch it later, just say hello in the comments. Merry Christmas, Lori. How's this guy doing? I guess he's okay. He's still working. That's a thing. That's a thing that he's working. Do I have any production going on? I should be having olives now. Look, there's olives growing. Look at that. Those are the best looking olive trees. I've been watching these Italian people with their olive fields, and their trees don't look like that. They're the most gnarled tree. Now, there is a difference. This one family that I'm watching with their olive trees, they got one. Their olive trees are hundreds of years old. They've got one they think's about 1,000 years old. They had it tested, and they were told it was around 1,000 years old. And it had a hornet's nest built in the middle of it, and they just had to take that out so they could harvest it. Andy, cheers, buddy. All right, so we got anything going on over here? Where's all the soups at? I should have some soups being made. Uh-oh, what's Corn Guy doing? He's twisting all around. What's he doing? Oh, he don't know what to do. It's all mess up. Stop. You've messed up the pattern. That was Rose. I haven't seen Rose forever. She might not even be subscribed anymore. You know, there's a lot. I know there's a lot of people that watch and never comment and don't watch the live streams, or if they do, they don't chat. Yeah, I know that. But every once in a while, like, we'll get Miss Nelson come in. I know she watches all the time, but she can't chat most of the time because she's at work. But it kind of makes me wonder sometimes. I still have 5,000 people subscribed to me, and I get new people all the time. Well, not all the time. I used to. But I do. But I know I do get new people because I get notices when I get a new subscriber. But they don't chat, so I don't know who they are. G1 Transformers fan? What is a G1 Transformer? Corona beer? I'll have to look for one. A roll of toilet paper and it's a drum. Is that a railroad trains? What are we talking about? Are you talking about Transformers, the cartoon? Or the Hasbro toy? 80s Transformers? Ah. What was I doing in the 80s? Probably working my ass off and not watching cartoons. Toys. Transformer toys. Transformers more than meet the eye. And he says he's kegging Corona tomorrow. See, when he talks about Corona, I thought he was talking about the plague. I said, you're bottling the plague and they'd let you do that over there? Would you be arrested for something like that? Yeah, I was working in the 80s. He's bottling Corona. Andy, he's a happy little Mexican making his Corona beer. Mexicano. He's from South Scotland, so there you go. It could happen. He could be Hispanic. South of Scotland. On the southern border. Your masterpiece, Ultra Magnus. Lori says she couldn't drink Corona for a while. Yeah, we talked about that in the Discord last night. I mentioned something about, don't you hate when you have something you really like? And I used spaghetti as the example. And you're eating a plate of spaghetti and you get deathly ill. And like you throw it up. And now you can't eat spaghetti anymore. It just makes you sick if anybody even says it. I hate when that happens. It's happened a couple times to me in my life where something has happened and I couldn't eat something after that. And it took years. One of them, when the stupid story came out about Subway sandwich, where they found a dead rat in a Subway sandwich, and the news ran with that. And it was an obvious hoax, but the news still had it on the news every night. A lot of people couldn't go, even though they knew it was a hoax, they still couldn't go to and have a Subway sandwich without seeing that rat laying in the middle of their sandwich. That could not happen. They make the sandwich in front of you. How could it be that there's a rat in the sandwich and you don't see it? That was a hoax. But the news picked it up and had it running all over the news every night, pictures of a rat inside a sandwich. And poor Subway, they damn near, they lost a lot of business over that stupid thing. And the news people thought, oh, this is cute, this is funny. And they had to know it was a hoax when they ran the story. Made me mad. But I didn't go to Subway, which I don't go to Subway much anyway. I will occasionally, if I'm in a hurry and I want a sandwich, stop and get a foot-long sandwich of some kind. Maybe once or twice a year. But I used to eat Subway sandwiches more when the Quiznos was around. We had a Quiznos in town, but they went out of business. They were better. They made better sandwiches. Lori's got a little green puke face. That used to bother my oldest daughter, who's a few years younger than Lori. Not by much, though. I think, what's Erin now, 42? She's my kid that did not like puking. And I used to go around the house going, oh no. And she would just go running through the house screaming, Mom, Dad's puking. I'd just be sitting there laughing, and she's freaked out in the corner. She just could not handle it. And when I worked for the ambulance, there was a guy that we had he refused to work in the back if we had somebody that had to take a crap. And because we had to put him on a bedpan. You're in the back of an ambulance. What are you going to do? So, and also, it would freak him out that it's very common, but not very much publicized. I know, I ran an ambulance service. It's very common when people get into accidents that they lose control of their bodily functions. And they either crap or they pee, one of the two. Very common. And this guy would freak him out, and he refused to work in the back. I'm going to have to drive. Rudy, you're going to have to take care of this. I can't handle that. And it got so bad one time we had a guy that we were transporting a number of miles, and he had to go, and this guy refused to be in the back because he freaked out, and he was driving, and I kept going to the front of the ambulance saying, you need to pull over so I can take care of this guy. And he's, no, we're almost there. Tell him to hold it. We weren't almost there. We were still a half hour away. And this poor guy is being told to hold it. I kept yelling at him, pull the damn ambulance over. And he refused to do it. And he just speed up. Now we're doing 100 miles an hour down the freeway just so he doesn't have to see or smell it. It's like, you idiot. I like Jersey Mike subs nowadays. Really good sandwiches. Jersey Mike, we don't have anything like that. The only thing we even have close to it is Subway. The Quiznos, like I said, went out. There is a local pizza parlor though that make a pizza sub sandwich, and I will enjoy that once in a while. So they just take the fixings they put on a pizza and put it in a sandwich, and it's pepperoni and sausage and blah blah blah. But they're actually pretty good. So I'll have a pizza sub sandwich every once in a while. They're pretty damn expensive though. It's almost the price of a pizza. And only one person's eating it. But they're pretty good. I'll splurge once in a while and get one. Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's are good chains around here. Are they chain link chains? Stainless steel? We're almost done with this field of whatever this is. Corn, I guess. Can't wait for these red beets to get done. My God. And that is not going 62 miles an hour like it's supposed to go. I'm telling you that right now. The mayo at subs doesn't stay. You have a Jimmy John's, Jimmy Jones or Jimmy John's? Jimmy John's. I see you corrected that. Jimmy John's close by. I don't know what Jimmy John's is. I'm assuming it's a Subway place. So, we got a brand new Chipotle on the coast here. It's just outside of town, and so I had to try it. I didn't care for it at all. We had what they call a beach burrito that was in the same building as the Subway. So there were two drive-ins on each side of the one each side of the building. One of them was a Subway drive-in. One of them was a beach burrito drive-in. Or you could go inside. But what you did was it was a burrito place where you walked down the line and they prepared it as you go, just like Subway. And it was cheaper and a lot better than Chipotle. Chipotle, you don't have any choices. You have a choice between pinto beans and black beans. Okay, at the beach burrito one, you had black beans, you had pinto beans, you had what was the other bean, and you had refried beans, and there was a different choice for you. You first off, you choose what kind of tortilla you want. They had about a dozen different tortillas. They had a green pepper tortilla. They had a chipotle tortilla. They had flour tortilla, corn tortilla. I mean, they had a wide variety of tortillas that you chose. And then they would start filling the toppings in. And they had, for every one topping that the Chipotle has, they've got 5 or 6. They had a lot more stuff you could build your tortilla with. Chipotle's really restricted. They only have like 2 choices of everything. Okay, do you want do you want a salsa style sauce, or do you want a white cream style, whatever? That's the only choices you had. So yeah, I didn't care for Chipotle, and it was expensive. I think we got what? We spent about $30 on a couple of burritos. Shit, I could have got 2 huge pizzas for that amount of money. So I wasn't impressed. I probably won't go back there again. I didn't even know what kind. I thought it was a Mexican restaurant, but it's a burrito place, and it's like a Subway, only for burritos. I didn't know that because we never had one here. I saw them on TV, but didn't know anything about them. Cilantros? That sounds Mexican. Yeah, that's true. And it would have been better food. We've got some pretty decent taco trucks around here. I was telling the guys the other day that I don't understand. They keep putting new restaurants in, but they're always either pizza or Mexican. We've got a Mexican restaurant and or a taco truck on every block in every town you drive through here. There must be 50 different taco Mexican restaurants in the area. We've got one McDonald's, well, two. There's one in Seaside and one in Astoria. So we've got McDonald's, we've got Burger King, and we've got a Wendy's. And the Wendy's is new. It only came in a couple years ago. So we've got fast food hamburger places. Now, we do have a couple of ma and pa hamburger places, too. A couple of drive-ins. So we've got hamburgers covered. We've got a half a dozen different pizza parlors spread out around. And then, of course, we've got Mexican restaurants. Tons of them. We've got 4 or 5 Chinese, and we've got 2 or 3 Thai places. So we've got Oriental food, which you can't say Oriental food anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. We've got that covered. You can't get a beef sandwich anywhere. There's no steak houses. We are on the coast, so there's several seafood places around. There's no place for a good steak and nothing. If you want Mexican, we got you covered. And I can't understand if somebody came in and said we're going to put a new restaurant in, I would be looking at something that nobody else had so I could have a corner on the market. They don't seem to do that. They just keep bringing the same things in. What was supposed to go in the Chipotle place was, Five Guys, is that what it is? Scorpion said he knew what that was. My wife has had one of their hamburgers. I guess it's just an expensive hamburger place. They were going to put one of those in and they backed out because we have so many other hamburger places, I guess. But pull in another Mexican restaurant. Not that I don't like Mexican, but not every meal. We have a place like that, cilantros. That sounds Italian. All right, we're almost done with this. Let's go check on the corn. And it looks like he's wiped it out. Hey, we're looking good on corn. Come on, fold it up. There it goes. It's just slow. It's slower than the 7-year itch. My PC keyboard is so slow. How slow is it? It's so slow. They don't teach typing anymore in school, do they? I was actually pretty lucky when we had typing. I was the last one to sign up for a class, and they ran out of electric typewriters, and I had a manual typewriter. They only had one, and I got it. And I was glad because I learned to type a lot better. When I finally got to an electric typewriter, man, I could type up a storm after learning to type on a manual one. I think everybody should have learned how to type on a manual one. Of course, they don't use typewriters anymore, but... Que sera, sera. All right, red beet guy's done. So I'm gonna finish this up here in a second, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go away for a minute. So Bear with me. I'm assuming you can still see my face and hear me. Can you still hear me? I did typing and loved it. Yeah, I did too. Of course, I used to go out with a teacher. That's another story. I was a senior when I took typing. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if somebody says they can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? We can hear you. Okay, so I'll keep talking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change games here. Just a minute. Not games. I'm changing maps. Sorry, I misspoke. And I never do that. Lori can only hear me. Okay, so this is Eureka Farms. And when I started the live stream today, I told people, not all of you were here, I told people that I was trying out a new map all morning. All morning I've been working on this map. And because I want a different map to play for recreation, for enjoyment, than what I'm live streaming. And so I found this one. It's called Eureka Farms. I haven't actually looked at the map yet. Maybe I should do that, because I jumped right in and started messing around with the... Okay, so it's not a very big map, but it's got some pretty good-sized fields. So that's good, I guess. We only own 7, looks like. So I didn't realize it was a smaller map, but that's okay. It's fine. I mean, how many fields do you need? You can only... If you're doing this by yourself, you're not doing multiplay, there's only so much you can do. If you're harvesting, even if you own, you still would have trouble getting it all done with this. But anyway, that's the map right there, and there's plenty of production on the map, as you can see up here, down here, and everywhere, up and down. This is your farm, and it's big. Your farm is huge, and it's clean. So you got some clamps over here if you want to do that, which I don't. And so what I've been doing is I've been preparing the map. And I do that with every map I play. And so I go in and set up the settings like I like them, the weather like I like it. I go through all the equipment, sell everything that they have on the farm, buy my own equipment, all of that kind of stuff to get ready before I ever start farming. It takes me hours to get a map ready to farm. So that's what I was doing all morning. So, okay, so you got your clamps here. You've got a cow barn here. Now, this is not an auto barn. This is not one of the auto barns. So there's no robot here. You got to do everything manually. So you got to come in here and feed the animals. You got to bring your straw in, all that kind of stuff. There's no... on the automated one, there's an automated machine outside here that actually has a robot that goes in and feeds the animals. I don't have that one here. So, but it's a good-sized barn. And then you have tons and tons of places to store equipment, as you can see. So it's a huge farm, actually. Okay, these are empty. I'm emptying these out, by the way, that's part of my preparation. And then look at all the room you got to park things and do things. This one is what? This one. Oh, this is part of your storage. This is your shop area, kind of, sort of. I took all the equipment. There was a ton of equipment in here. There were tractors and harvesters and all kinds of crap a doodle doo. The only thing left is this guy right here. That's what she said. How big my farm is. I don't know. In Illinois, the most common crop, corn, soybeans, and wheat. Okay, so moving on. Here's your storage right here. Look how big it is. It's huge, man. But it's huger now because I went in and remodeled it. First thing I did on the storage, because I'm not going to use Maurice on here unless I have to have storage in another place. I wanted to make sure I could use this storage. So the first thing I did was found out what kind of crops this thing will hold, and it'll hold everything you've got. This will take everything, including slurry. I mean, all kinds of whatever you want to put in storage. This will handle it. So here's your input output on your silos. Now it was 16 million that it would hold. I went in and remodeled it to 50 million. So this will hold the same amount as Maurice. The Maurice will hold 50 million as well. So I remodded that. Here's another barn with all of my wagons in it that I'm working on replacing. And we have something here. What is this? A shop? This is a shop. Okay, so here's your shop, I guess. And then moving back, there's fuel. You got fuel on the farm. Let's see. There's the clamps. Did I come this way? This is your horse barn here. This is your chicken farm here. Pretty sure. Chicken coops. And then we got crap over here that I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if that's part of the farm. And I'm lost. Where did I start? Did I start in this corner? I think I did. Yeah, because there's the cow barn. Okay, that's storage. Just work around the circle here. Okay, this is storage here. I pulled all of that out. Here's another storage. You get tons of garage space. There's a truck and trailer system that I'm going to get rid of. And then here you've got your sheep barn is here. Pig barn is over there. That's the pig barn. Pretty sure. Pigsty. They call it a sty. Don't know why. Because it rhymes with Y, I guess. So this is your farm proper. All your animals and lots of room. Everything cement. It's great. It's all flat. So what I'm doing here is I put my home delivery mod in right here. So all the stuff that I buy is gonna appear right here and be delivered to the farm. And so what I'm doing is I had one of these, I sold it and put my mod in. I had one of these, I sold it and put my mod in. I put my mod in for that. These two things were John Deere's. I sold the John Deere's and put my Massey Ferguson's in. So what I'm doing is I'm slowly bringing... Merry Christmas, Scorp. I'm slowly bringing the equipment that was given to me from the farm, bringing it out here and replacing it. So as you can see, the farm, whoever did this map likes case equipment because all the tractors were case. So I'm trying to find equivalents to this that I have in mods, and I might have to go out and find a case mod because I like case mods. I like case equipment, but I don't have any mods. So I either have to make them myself or I'll have to find some. So what I'm doing is preparing this for me to play. Timber Andy. So that's where I stopped because I had to start the live stream. So I stopped here. As soon as I replace all the equipment to what I want to use, then I can start playing this map. But I just wanted to show you what the map was like. And then, I don't know what this stuff is over here. And all the time that I spent this morning, which was a couple hours, I never got off of the farm. So I haven't actually looked at the rest of the map. So I don't know what any of this stuff is over here. I don't know what it does or why it's here. Oh, the interesting thing is you own these tractors, but they're displays for this guy, for the motor place. Isn't that weird? But you own them. Isn't that weird? All right, so I haven't looked at any of the production, but it says there's quite a bit of production on it. So, does anybody want to look any more at this map, or should I go back to the other one? I know there's quite a bit of production on it already. I just don't know what it is or where it's at. I'd have to fly. Still have to do the tree. I hate these things. You hate these things. What's Andy hating on? Andy's hating on the memes? Are you? What things are you talking about? There was a case tractor pack that just was updated in the last few days on Giants. All right, I'll look for that. It looks good to me. It looks well done. I like the way it's set up. So maybe I should kind of fly around and take a look at it while I'm doing that, because, like I said, I won't. I'm not live streaming this anyway. Not right now. Maybe if I fall in love with it, I might. All right. So the it looked like the production was kind of around the side here. Magic Lorry. Okay, so we've got this place, whatever it was. I don't remember what this was. Was this a biscuit maker or something, or just a bakery? I don't recall. And then there's something here. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a spinnery. There's the spinnery. What's this? Buy the building. I don't want to buy the building. What the hell is the building? I need to know. I have an inquiring mind. Oh, it's your oil. Okay, so you have oils here. Yep, that's still oil. How much oil? Jeez. How many oil places do you need? Man, that's a huge tank. I wonder how long it take you to fill that sucker up. And I wonder if you can walk up there. That'd be cool. What's this? Can you open these? No. Well, I guess it's just for show. Man, it sure, look at this oil place. Does a lot of garbage or something. Those aren't garbage cans. I just said that. This building needs a paint job. I can tell right away. Other than that, I don't know what it does. What do you do, building? Do you do anything? You're just ugly. We're gonna put some ugly buildings in. Just so we're filling space, I guess. All right, where are we at? Let's look at the map. Okay, so where am I? Anybody see me on the map? There I am. Okay, we're down here. We've went all the way at the oil, so we got more production up here. Let's go take a look at that. Give myself speed. Run over to the side here. Whoa! Is this a lumber place? Oh, okay. Why is Addie calling me? All right, I'm back. Sorry. It wasn't Addie. It's Addie's mom. She has Addie's phone. Amy smashed her phone in the car door. I think I told that story. And she didn't do it good enough the first time, so she reared back on the door and did it again and really smashed her iPhone up. She had an iPhone in her pocket of her coat, and rather than putting her coat on, she got out of the car and had her coat in her arm. And when she closed the door of the car, the coat got caught in the door, and it wouldn't close. And so she got mad, thinking that she just didn't close it hard enough. So she reared back and slammed it shut and hit it again. And her phone was in her pocket, and that's what was holding the door. So she just completely destroyed $1,000 phone. And so she's got Addie's phone now. And anyway, if you have kids, get them out of the house, sell them, loan them out, do something with them. They're trouble. Complete trouble. Anyway, what was I doing? So this is the lumber place. Let's move up. Oh wow, we're on Ringworld or something. What the hell? There's nothing. We're in the Matrix. What's going on? Now that's disconcerting. All right, so what do we got here? Obviously there's something here because okay, that's a raisin place. So you got a raisin place, and I think that's probably just more storage. So there's a raisin place. There's whatever this is. Okay, there's a bakery and Giovanni's, whatever that is. San Giovanni's Pizza. There's a pizza parlor, and it looks like it functions. I don't know. We'll have to find out. There's your needle and stitch. Maybe that's a fabric place. I don't know. It didn't look like a spinnery. Okay, we got a dairy over here. Yep, there's a dairy. And more dairy. More dairy. So if you had a cheese factory or something you want to add to this, there's room. Look, there's room to put other things that might go along with the dairy. Here, you got some spots. Sweet. What else we got? We got more in front of us. Okay, so let's fly a little bit farther this way. And, okay, we got a windmill. Grain mill. There's a grain mill. Another grain mill. I don't know what the difference is. And there's this building. There's deer that you can catch and put in the grain mill. Can you put a little protein with your grain? That'd be cool, right? All right, and then there's another. Oh, what is this? This is your dealer. Okay, here's your animal dealer. I'm assuming, either that or it's a big ass dairy farm. No. Okay, it's a livestock. There's your livestock dealer. And look at the fields. They're pretty good size, and they're all square. Don't you love that? There's a little biogas place and a gas station and a run for the bowling alley. What's that little place? It takes something, whatever it is. Is it a sell point? That might be a sell point. It's a diner. It might be a sell point. And then you've got a Quonset hut there. What's this place? It's a farmer's market. Okay, here's your farmer's market, which I could probably take that out and put my store there. That'd be a perfect spot for it if I could do that. We'll see. Because that might be, yeah, I think that's possible. I could put my own store in there. All right. And then we're back around. There's some kind of a port here. Is this a seaport? So that's supposed to be the ocean beyond us there. It looks like another grain place. It's probably just another sell point. Oh, there's a sugar mill. Sweet. A huge sugar mill. Maybe, if that's all supposed to be a sugar mill. Anyway, there you go. You got some, and we're back. We're back. So this is Eureka. And there's your back to your farm. Right here. Whatever this is, which I don't know what some of this is except for a dealer, but whatever this building is, I don't think it does anything. So you could leave the dealer there, take these buildings out, and you got another place to build if you want to put stuff in. Andy, give me a barbecue. Did I eat lunch? I think I did. I think I can. All right, there you go. I don't know, whatever you think of it. It looks like a fun map to me. I'm going to be playing this personally, and I'll let you know if everything works out. It did recently have an update because it had a lot of things that were broken or at least didn't quite work right because they had a whole list of things that were fixed. So I'm assuming it's been out long enough that they fixed any major issues. Because, like I said, the version I got has showed a lot of fixes. So it should be in good shape to play. I'll let you know. But I kind of like the way it's set up, and I'm going to play it. So hang on. I'm going back to the other map.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The hell was that? I know it's set up for the auto drive. All right. But I haven't checked that out yet. Eureka Farms, that was the name of that. And I got it from the Giant page, by the way. All right, we're back, coming back on Glenleathann. Glenleathann. I need to bite my tongue off when I say that because I want to say Lethem. Lethem. No, and I have to bite my lips off. Lethann. Lethann with my tongue, not with Lethem with my lips. Brisket pizza. Sounds like thick pizza for sure. All right, we're back. Let's go back and finish that beet field up. Plus, I think the way that is set up, even though it's a small map, it looks like it's set up well enough for me to use my big equipment. So if I want to pull Big Bud out, or I definitely am going to replace one of those case tractors with my big Challenger tractor that I use. Definitely going to have that in there. Bruce, how you doing? Bruce Salter? Is that correct? Did I say that right? So anyway, what do you guys think of that map? It looked pretty cool to me. I'll tell you how I found it. I just went through and looked at every one that had over 4 stars. You can give a map 5 stars, and I very seldom see one that has 5 stars. This one had 4.5 stars. And then when I looked at the number of downloads it had, I said, okay, that's the one I'm going to get. There were a number of farms that had 4.5 stars. But some of them only had like 200 downloads. This one had a large number of downloads, so I thought, okay, that's the one I'm going to get. Evidently, people liked it, so. But it doesn't mean anything if you give something 5 stars and you're the only one that did it, is what I'm trying to say. So when I saw that it had quite a few people download the thing, and it had a good rating, I figured that then there were enough people that liked it to give it a better rating, and not just one guy. Yeah, the map's a 5-star according to these 5 people. Oh yeah, that's me, that's my wife, and those are my kids. We all liked it. So you can see that happening, can't you? I remember that. I remember those days when I started doing recordings, and the first day that I got a subscription from somebody that I didn't know, man, I thought I was on cloud nine. And then I got a couple more and a couple more. Next thing you know, I had 100 of them. And I told Carol, I said, "Oh my God, I've got 100 people watching me that don't know me." And when I got a couple hundred, I went into the, and this freaked me out. When I got a couple hundred, I went into the analytics, and it told me that of the people watching, there were people from 96 different countries. And I just about freaked out because that was crazy to me. I got people from 96 different countries that have watched my videos. Are you kidding? I didn't even know there were 96 countries. I only thought there was England, Ireland, maybe Italy, Africa, New Zealand. I didn't know of any other countries. Well, Germany maybe, Russia. That's not 96 countries. Far from it. So it freaked me out. Oh my God. Did I blow my nose that last time I did that? At 96 countries watching me blow my nose? Okay, so did I have any more? I think I had potatoes. These are soybeans. Let me speed up a little bit here. Scorpion says he's hungry for pizza. Andy bit his lips off? How'd that happen? Now, if Andy said his wife bit his lips off, I could see that. It wasn't Andy, it was me. Okay, that makes sense. I did say that. I got a boiled ham dinner on. Boiled ham dinner. Don't know if I've ever boiled a ham. We boiled turkeys before. My brother used to do those turkeys where they get the big 5-gallon jug and fill it full of oil and then heat it up from a steel pot, like a clam pot or something. They put a propane flame underneath it and heat the oil up and then just drop the turkey in and cook it that way. But I've never had a boiled ham. But it's ham. Probably sounds good. You can have ham sammies. Okay, I did the corn already. I've got soybeans. I've got sugar beets. Here's the sugar beets, but they're not ready. Here's some more soybeans. They're ready. Didn't I do some potatoes? I can't recall. I thought I did. I think Farm Sim helps bring people together. It's a mostly pleasant community. It really is. There's a lot of actual farmers that watch these things once in a while. Or people that want to be farmers. There's a lot of wannabes. There's people like me that grew up on farms that, brings a little nostalgia back into your life. The communities are pretty good. Well, I can tell you, I have less trouble on a farming YouTube channel than I would if I was playing say something like God of War or Warhammer or some of these games, some of these first-person shooters. Some of those games, the people that play on them are nasty people. For all that I've been through on this channel, I haven't had any trouble. I mean, the moderators will tell you that every once in a while we'll get somebody falling in that trying to do some kind of sex toy thing or something. But other than that, I've never had too much trouble. All right, we got to wait for this to grow. Oh, wait, it's grown. But this is not a potato harvest, whatcha-dinger. So I got to get a potato brumba. a potato header. There we go. I'm tongue-tied today. Dennis is in the house. Hey, Dennis. Oh, I see what you're doing, Lori. I know some people that do that with Spam. They boil Spam to get the salt out of it. That makes sense. Do you strain it with a dirty sock when you're done? The juices? Because that makes a good flavor too. Just make sure the person that has the dirty sock doesn't have athlete's feet, though. That would be gross. I'm thinking. That's what I think, anyway. All right, so I got to get a potato Broombah, whatcha-dinger. So we got to go to potato technology. And that ain't it. You got to go down to headers and go to potato harvest. Potato technology. That's what I was trying to say. I can't speak. Okay, we got taters here, but that's not what I want. That is not what I want. I need to go back up here and go to here. Because I want one of these. Potatoes. Okay, potatoes. I don't want the 5.4 meter one. I want the 16 meter one and the one that goes faster. Hey, CFL's in the house, knocking over Christmas trees. Oh, I don't want to buy that. I just want to lease it. CFL, how's it going? How's Canada today? Bruce said he started playing FS in 2009 for nostalgia purposes. Helped me with my battle with PTSD. I'm glad IFS is popular and continues to release all these years later. Yeah, I started Farm Sim 13. That was the first I knew of it. And I've been recording. I started recording then, and I've been recording ever since. So I've been through 13, 15, 17, 19, 22. Didn't play any of the handheld ones. The mobile games. I've never played a mobile game in my life. I can't see the screen. It's too little. Besides that, if I need to play a game that bad that I can't wait till I get home, then I won't be playing that game. What in the world? Am I on the wrong side? Because I was on the right side to begin with. That's weird. Let me try this again. Yeah, I didn't know there was one before 13. I thought 13 was the first one. At the time, I just didn't know. There it is. All right, back we go. Back to the field. Andy was late to the party. I started playing it because it's a game you can calm down and play quietly without a lot of harassment or. It's a relaxing game. That's what I meant to say. I'd get home from work and be stressed out, and I could grab my tractor, plant a field, do a harvest, and just relax. And I could do it while I was watching YouTube or watching a movie on TV, because it doesn't take a lot of concentration to drive the tractor, and you can actually hire a worker to do it while you're watching YouTube. So, and then for those of you that know me, when I got into course play, I had every single one of my farms wholly automated. I had course play harvesting and then picking up the fruit and hauling the fruit to the farm. I didn't have to do a damn thing. I could run 5 or 6 combines all at the same time, which I did a lot. I've had a harvest time where I had 4 or 5 combines going all at once and 4 or 5 trucks picking up the fruit and driving it to the farm, and I could watch a movie while I was doing it and just relax. It was just relaxing. Interestingly enough, too, even though it was just a game, when you were done with the harvest, you actually felt like you had accomplished something. And I have people saying, why are you playing a game that you have to work at? You know, when you just got off work and now you're working again. It isn't the same. Now, The Sims, when you play The Sims, you're working because you got to feed them. You got to let them go to the bathroom. You got to send them to work or school. You got to take them back from. You have to do things so they can get a promotion. It's just, talk about work. The Sims was work. This is just kind of relaxing enjoyment. Yeah, I always thought it was really relaxing. Uh-oh. I'm full already. Oh, shoot. This is the same one I bought last time. I was telling Scorpion and Andy when we were talking on Discord last night. Was it last night? When did we do that? I think it was last night. When I leased this harvester, I screwed up and leased the smaller. It doesn't hold very much. It only holds 60,000. They've got one that holds 1,000,000, and I was bitching about it yesterday. And I realized what I'd done, and I was waiting for somebody to yell at me, say, why didn't you buy the $1,000,000 one? And nobody did. So I just let it go. And now I'm at it again. So I'm going to take this truck out there and see if it'll work. Picking up potatoes. Oh, thanks, Lori. Lori just reminded me that we got something to do here. It's soup du jour time. Now let's take a look what I got here. All right. So, got my little cooler here. Take a sip. Oh, that's cold. And so refreshing. Yes, indeed. And then this is what it makes you feel like after you drink one. Because it's full of caffeine. That evil thing. So there you go. What did I miss it by? I missed it by a half hour. Should buy $1,000,000 harvester. Matthew, how you doing? I mod my own, so they're a lot cheaper. Here's what I use. This is not my mod, by the way. I do have some that I modded myself, but this one's not my mod. The Grim Reaper is what I'm using. And it holds a chunk. You get a Grim Reaper, it'll not only harvest at like 20 miles an hour or so, it holds quite a bit. You can get the capacity right here is 1.5 million you can get. Now, you don't have to. I've had people yell at me and say, yeah, it's cheating because that's not realism and stuff. And I said, it's okay. That's how I play. You don't have to play it that way. You could take this very same mod and just tone it down. Okay? The standard that you can get is the capacity is a lot smaller. It's only 1,200 liters. If you want to go that route, you can go 50,000 liters. You can go 100,000. You can go, 150,000. You can keep going. You don't have to play it at the cheaty level. I have reasons for doing it. It's because I'm live streaming or I'm recording the video, and I've got 45 minutes to get a video in. If I've got a combine that only holds, a couple thousand of the product, it's going to take me a week worth of videos to get one field done. So, anyway, Lori's doing her magic again. So you can yell at me all you want about cheating. I have
Oh, yeah.
my whole channel's based on me playing my way. So it's called the Rude Man Way, and everybody that knows me knows about the Rude Man Way. I play the Rude Man Way. So you play your way, and as a matter of fact, if you play your way, you are playing the Rude Man Way, because the Rude Man Way is just playing it the way I like it. You play it the way you like it, then you're playing the Rude Man Way. So that's my answer to that. The Rude Man Way is doing a lot of ramming speed. We do a lot of ramming speed on the farm. If something gets stuck in the ditch, I get the fastest car I can get it going 100 miles an hour and slam into it and knock it out of the ditch. It's time for ramming speed. Andy's a bard. Hey, Matt. Did I miss Matt coming in? I hate when I miss people.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Lori. So again, I'll say again, it's Christmas vacation. The kids are home for the next 2 weeks. And so I'm going to try to live stream every day this week, which is not normal for me. I only usually live stream 2 days a week, Tuesday and Thursday. But I'm going to try to do it every day this week just for Christmas holiday. And I still haven't found my Santa hat. I'll keep looking. What kind of pop? It depends. It could be Mountain Dew. It could be Dr. Pepper. Could be 7-Up. Does that cat go away? Go away, cat. Cat, go away. Today I'm drinking 7-Up. Even though I said it was Mountain Dew. The reason I'm drinking 7-Up is because I'm having a little bit of trouble with my blood pressure. And the Mountain Dew is just chock full of caffeine. My heart doctor has told me never to drink caffeine, and I drink it every once in a while anyway. But I've got, my blood pressure's been up for a couple of days now. I can tell because of the ringing in my ears, and so I'm holding back on salt. Andy's doing a cow check. I'm holding back on my salt intake and my caffeine intake, trying to stop that. So I'm drinking a 7-Up today because it's got no sugar. I'm diabetic. It's got no sugar and no caffeine in it, so I'm drinking a 7-Up today. Which would be that one. Yeah, you get, when you're 70 like I am, little things start happening like high blood pressure and heart problems and that kind of stuff. You gotta watch what you eat, watch what you drink, exercise more. That's the hard part. When I was young, I used to be a Pepsi-holic. And then I became diabetic in my 40s. I found out I was diabetic when I had a stroke at 42. And that's when I stopped drinking Pepsi. somebody said, well, you can drink Diet Pepsi. And I tried one. And I thought, that don't taste like a Pepsi. You know, I was a Pepsi-holic. I'd drink a 6-pack a day at least. And so, yeah, is there any wonder I was diabetic? But anyway, so I stopped drinking Pepsi altogether because I thought, if I can't have a real Pepsi, I'm not drinking Pepsi anymore. So I had to look for a new drink. And somebody told me, just drink a Coke. And the first thing I did was, get away from me, Coca-Cola, you evil bastard, you. Because I did not drink Coke. I was a Pepsi guy. I didn't drink Coke. Don't mention Coke. You make me sick. But he had a good point. He said, it doesn't taste the same. You won't know the difference. And I said, okay. So both my wife and I started drinking Diet Coke. And he was right. I didn't mind it. I got used to it, even though it wasn't a Pepsi. But it didn't taste like a Pepsi either. Then I got sick one day, terribly sick, that put me in the hospital. And I got dehydrated, and the nurse came in and asked me if I wanted something cold to drink. And I said, yeah, I would like something. And she came in with a glass of 7-Up and a straw. And I drank that 7-Up, and I was so dehydrated. When I drank that 7-Up, it was like manna from heaven. I'd never tasted anything so damn good. And I've been drinking 7-Up ever since. And it never has tasted as good as it did in the hospital that time. But that's beside the point. So I drink a Dr. Pepper occasionally because I like Dr. Pepper. And then I'll have 7-Up is my mainstay because it's no sugar, no caffeine. And then Mountain Dew I drink because I like the taste. Give me some taters. Diet Pepsi's nasty. You know what the nastiest one for me was? When somebody gave me a Fresca one time. Now, this was back in the days where Fresca was the only diet drink they made. And they gave me a Fresca, and I thought, oh my God, this is like drinking aftershave or something. It's terrible. Stuff was awful. And a friend of mine, he didn't have a place to live, and I owned my own home back when I was 20 years old. When I was 20 years old, I bought my own house. And I had 3 bedrooms, and so I let him come and stay with me until he could find a place. And he drank the Fresca, and he just grossed me out. Just keep that stuff away from me. That stuff was nasty. That's like drinking what was that stuff? Ginger. A ginger pop. No, ginger ale isn't too bad, but there's some ginger pop that's just really strong. Because ginger is really strong. Ginger itself is really strong. It's very, very flavorful, and spicy hot. But it was a ginger pop. It wasn't a ginger ale. It was a ginger pop, and it tasted wow. Again, I don't get near me with a match because my mouth is exploding. That was nasty. I couldn't drink it. Oh, I remember it was a ginger beer. Anybody had ginger beer? It was terrible. I didn't like it. As a matter of fact, there's still a 6-pack in there, and that was 6-7 months ago. Taco Bell pushes Fresca. Yeah, is that the same Taco Bell you went to that you had a rancid taco? Real ginger ale is great. Is it? Ginger ale, yeah, I've had ginger ale. And I didn't mind ginger ale. But this stuff was ginger beer, I think. I may be mistaken. It wasn't ginger ale, I know that. Because they used to serve ginger ale a lot on the flights. I used to have to fly a lot. And the one airline that I used, they pushed a lot of ginger ale. So I drank a lot of ginger ale there. But I'd never had a ginger beer. And somebody said they wanted to try it, so they bought a case of it or something. And I still got a 6-pack in the fridge in there from 7-8 months ago. Evidently, they didn't like it either because they didn't drink it. You're the one that wanted it. Well, I thought you'd help me drink it. No, thanks. I hate real beer, and I drink that first. Seltzer with a splash of juice. Feel like potato broomba. Uh-oh, I shut her down. Taco Bell pushes other things as well. Orange or cranberry? Cranberry sounds good. Orange is okay. I don't mind orange. That's one thing I occasionally will buy in sodas is an orange soda. Every once in a while, it just sounds good. When I was a kid, they had knee-high pop. And they had grape knee-high and orange knee-high. And the Sunset, I think it is, soda, the orange, I can't remember what the brand is. There's an orange drink. It's a soda. And it reminds me of the old orange knee-high that we used to get when I was a kid. That was a treat. That was a treat because we weren't allowed to drink sodas or anything. There were 13 of us. We didn't have any money for that kind of thing. So we didn't drink a lot of soda. But there was a woman that lived a couple blocks from us that we would go visit at least once or twice a week. And she always had cold Pepsi laying around. She'd always give us a bottle of Pepsi. And she was crazy. She was a crazy woman. She had a monkey, an armadillo. She had 2 or 3 minor birds that talked. And they didn't just talk, they cussed like troopers. She was kind of a... Everybody in the whole community called her Annie Hogan. Her name was Hogan, her last name. We called her Annie Hogan. Hogan, we called her Hogan, not Hogan, but... Blood orange. Grapefruit's the best. I like grapefruit. I like to eat grapefruits. I like to eat grapefruits and then take the grapefruit and squeeze the juice out of it and then drink the juice. Birch beer. I remember birch beer for medicinal purposes. Is the Harvester only for PC? I'll have to check. Are you playing PlayStation or what's the other one? Xbox. I have the game on Xbox. I never bought this game on PlayStation, but I did get it for the Xbox. Put it in a seltzer. Seltzer's just carbonated water, isn't it? Is that what when you say seltzer, is that what you're talking about? Just a carbonated water? Is that stuff they used to call a spritz? PS5? Yeah. I can't afford a PS5. I can't find one to buy. I don't play consoles much. I have a PS4. I've actually got all the PSs. I got a PS1, PS2, PS3, or whatever there was, PS4. I never could find a PS5 to buy, so I didn't. And I've had all the Xboxes, and I still have them, all the consoles. But I never play them. I don't like to play consoles. But what I do is I buy games for the consoles, and then when I travel, vacation, holidays, anything like that, I will pack up my Xbox and my PlayStation, take both of them with me because I can get them all in one bag, and set them up in the condos and stuff wherever I'm at, and I'll play consoles then, and I get to play all those games that I bought that I never played. Rob's his only PC. Are you home yet, Scorpion? You could check. I'm pretty sure you could probably get it on a version of it on ModHub or Giant's ModHub. I get confused because Giant called theirs ModHub, but there's a bunch of ModHubs out there. Oh, you had a red screen. Oh. Yeah, I go on vacation to play consoles. I get to play all those games I paid plenty of money for but never could play. Trying to think of the game that I played. What's the game that the kid's name is Drake or something? Nathan Drake or something, I can't remember. What's that game? I just can't think of it. They just made a movie with the kid that played Spider-Man. That kid that plays the recent Spider-Man. I can't think of the name of it. I had all of those games on console, never played them. And then this last summer, we were away for a couple weeks, and I took the Xbox with me and played all of those games. Had a ball. I played. It only took me 2 days to win the first or the second one. The second one, but I can't remember what it was called. Oh, you're working late today? Guess so. 'Tis the season. Ho, ho, ho. Scorpion gets busy at Christmas and tax time, killing people off. Likes it but can't play it on the PC. That's too bad. Now I'm going to have to look that damn game up. I can't remember what it was called. Grim Reaper mask. I'm trying to watch the chat more than I normally do because I got in trouble yesterday for not watching the chat. It's breaking my neck to do this. Looking at 3 monitors. I got one I'm playing on, one that's got the chat on it, and one over there that's got the stream reading on it, so I can see the stream once in a while. I could put it on the monitor that's up above me, but then I'd be looking up like this all the time. Uh-oh. When this harvest is over, I'm going to sell this. Well, I didn't buy it. I leased this harvester. I'm going to unlease it and lease the million volume one. Because this should have taken me 5 seconds to harvest. Max Payne, no. It's not Max Payne. It's a kid that is like Laura Croft. Only he's in it for the money and stuff. He's a young kid, and he's with this older guy. They're both thieves. They become partners, and they travel around like Laura Croft, stealing old stuff, and I just can't think of the damn name of it. It's either Drake or Nate something, or... That's not the name of the game. That's the name of the character. What the hell's the beeping? Why is this thing beeping? I'm not backing up. Oh, it's the truck that's beeping. It's almost full. That truck, when it gets full, it starts giving you that warning. So I could do. Hang on a minute. I gotta try something here. I got a couple minutes left. Hody hody ho, ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Uncharted. That's the name of the game. There's a series of games called, they're Uncharted. It's the name of the game. As Pain. Alrighty, I'm just going to drive this combine in and just dump it directly. Never been there. What? A Taco Bell burrito. Taco Bell, you might have Taco Bell's. Taco Bell's owned by Pepsi. And they also own Kentucky Fried Chicken. And you'll find a lot of Kentucky Fried Chickens that also have a Taco Bell in them. So it's both of those in one building. That's what we have in Seaside, is a Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken all in one location. You drive up the window and tell them whether you want chicken or Mexican. And then Astoria is just the Kentucky Fried standalone restaurant. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, well, talk to Lori. Lori had a bad taco. It had rancid meat in it or something. That would put you off on Taco Bell for a while, wouldn't it? I think I'd have a hard time going back to Taco Bell for a while if I had a rancid taco. Talk about running for the border. You got the runs all right. All right, I'm going to have to put a potato chip factory in. Scorpion, is there a potato chip factory in this place, or a French fry factory? I'll have to put one in. I have one of each. I have a factory that makes French fries and potato chips. Then I have another one that just makes potato chips. And I usually use the potato chip factory standalone, and I'll put the other one in and not make potato chips in it. I'll just make French fries in it. Now that's weird. How come that's not showing my potatoes going in? It says liquid fertilizer. What? Where's my potatoes going? Where are they going? Oh, I'll be pissed if I'm losing all this fruit. What the hell? Is that thing just not working? Or am I losing all my fruit? I've lost it. Sanitizer. Yeah, you'd be surprised, these big corporations, how much they own that you don't really know about. Between Pepsi and Coca-Cola, they own a lot of fast food places between them. They made you drive it back? Oh man, that sucks. You should have told them, I can't drive it back. I'm sitting on a toilet and I can't get off because of your damn taco. All right, what's going on here? Oh, look what it says it has. All that stuff down below, wherever it's at, down that way, down that way, down that way. I got all kinds of stuff in there, but it says I've got fertilizer. What the heck? How's that work? Evidently it doesn't work. All right. Let me see if I can fix that. Look, it shows it, but it doesn't show it on that. Let's see. Let's get in here and click on that sucker and sell it. $20 line, 52 lines. That's a huge one. Let's see if I put that one in, what it shows. Have I got it backwards? It's not working. It doesn't work. That's odd. Huh. Well. I thought it worked before. I remember it working when I put it in the first place. And why does it say it has a liquid in it? It says it's liquid fertilizer. How could there be liquid fertilizer in a grain bin? Well, I'm going to have to study on that one. But, hey, that's a story for another day because my time's up. So, it's 3 o'clock, everybody. I am going to go. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Let me know what you think about the new map if you've got a chance to think about it. And I'll be back tomorrow unless something goes wrong. Otherwise, I'll be back on Thursday because that's a scheduled stream. And then again on Friday, hopefully, if I've got the opportunity. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Stay safe, stay warm. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.